fact, I'm quitting alcohol, and you're here with comedian David Boyle. I don't know if I'm going to keep saying comedian David Boyle because one of the listeners was trashing the fuck out of me about saying comedian at the start. Yeah, well, I thought I'd say comedian David Boyle at the start because if you flick this on sometimes and start listening and you don't realise I'm a comedian, you're basically listening to a suicidal, depressed cunt. But when I say comedian at the front, whenever I talk about suicide and smashing people in the face and my friends are losers and I want to cut myself, all that becomes a joke. You know? The funny jokes from a comedian, the funny stuff. So I think I'll be keeping comedian, even if I do get trashed for saying it. Because there is a difference between a comedian saying, I just want to walk in front of a fucking bus, and an accountant saying, I'm going to walk in front of a bus. So you're here with accountant David Boyle, and I'm committing suicide. I'll be walking in front of a bus at 5:30 this afternoon. No one would laugh at that. No one, if I was accountant David Boyle, no one would fucking laugh. Anyway, I won't be walking in front of any buses at the moment because I've become the laziest cunt in the entire fucking world. Been listening back to a few of these podcasts because I can't remember half the shit I've talked about lately. I've been in such a fucking haze. And also so I don't cover the same territory every 2 seconds. But I think I've become a goner again, like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and never does it. You know those people who are always saying they're gonna do something and then, like, you can put your money down, they're not gonna do shit. I used to be massive like that. There used to be a delay of about, let's say, between 8 to 10 years between me saying I'm going to do something, I'm gonna do this, and me actually doing it. And with a lot of hard work and self-reflection, I got that down to 2 years. So I'd say I'm going to do something, and it would happen around about 2 years later. And for a short period there, I actually got it down to about 6 months. I'm going to do this, and then 6 months later it'd happen. Right now, I'm back. I think I'm back at about 3 to 4 years. There's a lot of shit I've said on this podcast that I'm going to do that I have not even taken one step towards doing. I said I'm going to go to AA just to check it out, just to hang. I Googled AA in my area, and that's all I did. Then my alcoholic friend was in desperate need of help. I said I'd take him to AA with me on Thursday, and he was calling me all week saying, are we going? And then I just brushed him. I had a gig and I brushed him. Don't fucking rely on me. My mate, he actually had a massive fuck up and he's been off the booze for, I think it's about 3 weeks now. And he's exercising and doing all that shit. So good on him. He didn't even need my help. Even though it was probably my open heart when he was telling me his problems that saved him. So I haven't done the AA thing. I completely forgot I got sent jury duty. I really wanted to do that as well, but I threw that in the bin. And I'll probably get fined for that too, but fuck the government. What else have I said? Oh, I said I was going to start to attempt to dunk in basketball. I went down once and played basketball once. And that was about 3 months ago. I said my goal was to dunk. What else? There's a lot of other stuff, like mainly about honesty and bullshit like that. Yeah, so I'm going to start actually doing things at some point. Not right now. Now's not the time to start. Especially now that I've given up cigarettes as well. It's not going too bad with the cigarettes. Once it gets late at night, I really feel like a fucking cigarette. I like sitting out there in the dark and blowing cigarette smoke at the moon and almost choking. I don't know if I'll make it 6 weeks off the darts though. Alright, that's enough for tonight anyway. I'm gonna say goodbye, but I might not. Who knows what I'll do? I'll probably just lounge around and scroll through my phone. Alright, Hit me up on social medias. I'm at Boyle Comedy at Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. The stories are rolling in. Keep them rolling in. Just send them to my social medias. I won't say your fucking name, so you won't have to get divorced. It's fine. And if you're enjoying the podcast, just rate, review, and subscribe. Just do it on Apple Podcasts or whatever. iTunes. Most people are listening on that as well. You can just click right there. Alright, see you later.